Hey guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So we have 4 to the power of x plus 6 to the power of x is equal to 2 times 9 to the power of x. Now 4, this is equal to 2 squared, and 6, this is equal to 2 times 3. So now I'm going to substitute in these values for 4 and 6 into our equation here. So now I have 2 squared to the power of x plus 2 times 3 to the power of x is equal to 2 times 9 to the power of x. Now, an important property of the exponents is if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n, because these two exponents simply multiply with each other. So now I'm going to be using this property for 2 to the power of 2 to the power of x. So in this case, we can think of a as 2, m as 2, and n as x. So we want to write this in the form a to the power of m times n, so this would be 2 to the power of 2 times x. And 2 times x is simply 2x, so this would be 2 to the power of 2x. So now I have 2 to the power of 2x plus 2 times 3 to the power of x, and this is equal to 2 times 9 to the power of x. Now, if I have something in the form a times b to the power of m, this is equal to a to the power of m times b to the power of m. So the exponent here simply distributes with our terms. So I'm going to be using this property for 2 times 3 to the power of x. So we have 2 to the power of 2x plus, now 2 times 3 to the power of x. I'm going to write this as 2 to the power of x times 3 to the power of x. This is equal to 2 times 9 to the power of x. And now for 2 to the power of 2x, I'm going to rewrite this as 2 to the power of x squared. All right, and finally, for 9 to the power of x, 9 here, this is equal to 3 squared, so I'm going to replace 3 squared in for 9. So now I have 2x squared plus 2x times 3 to the power of x is equal to 2 times 3 squared to the power of x. Now remember, if we have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So 3 to the power of 2 to the power of x. Let me first write all of this. That's going to equal 3 to the power of 2x. And now I can rewrite this as 3 to the power of x squared. All right, so now I'm going to let the variable a equal 2 to the power of x, and I'm going to let the variable b equal 3 to the power of x. So now if I substitute in a and b for 2 to the power of x and 3 to the power of x, I get a squared plus a times b is equal to 2 times b is 3 to the power of x, so b squared. And this is the same thing as a squared plus ab is equal to 2b squared. And now I'm going to subtract 2b squared on both sides. So now I have a squared plus ab minus 2b squared is equal to 0. Now ab here, this is the same thing as plus 2ab minus ab. So now I'm going to individually factor out this into two parts. So first, from a squared plus 2ab, I'm going to factor out a. So now I have a times a squared divided by a is simply a, plus 2ab divided by a is 2b. Now from negative ab minus 2b squared, I'm going to factor out negative b. So now I have negative b times negative ab divided by negative b is a, and negative 2b squared divided by negative b is positive 2b. Now I can factor out a plus 2b from this, so now I have a plus 2b times, all that's left is a minus b. And this gives me two equations. I have a plus 2b is equal to 0, or I have a minus b is equal to 0. So if a minus b equals 0, and if I add b on both sides, we get a is equal to b. So we know that a is equal to 2 to the power of x, and b is equal to 3 to the power of x, right? So this means that 2 to the power of x is equal to 3 to the power of x. And now if I divide both sides by 3 to the power of x, these two will cancel out, and I will have 2 to the power of x over 3 to the power of x is equal to 1. And if I have something in the form a to the power of b over c to the power of b, this is the same thing as a over c to the power of b. So 2 to the power of x over 3 to the power of x, that's the same thing of 2 over 3 to the power of x, which is equal to 1. And the only value that holds true to this is 0. So x equals 0 is one solution. Now for a plus 2b is equal to 0, I will first subtract 2b on both sides. So I get a is equal to negative 2b. Now we know that a is equal to 2 to the power of x and b is equal to 3 to the power of x. So now I have 2 to the power of x is equal to negative 2 times 3 to the power of x. Now I'm going to divide both sides by 3 to the power of x. So now I have 2 to the power of x over 3 to the power of x is equal to negative 2. Now remember, if we have something in the form a to the power of b over c to the power of b, this is equal to a over c to the power of b. So 2 to the power of x over 3 to the power of x, this is equal to 2 over 3 to the power of x, which is equal to negative 2. However, this equation has no solution because you can't take a power of a positive number and make it negative. Meaning our only solution to this equation is x equals 0. So now if we plug in 0, we can check. So now we have 4 to the power of 0 plus 6 to the power of 0 is equal to 2 times 9 to the power of 0. 4 to the power of 0 is 1, plus 6 to the power of 0 is 1. It's equal to 2 times 9 to the power of 0 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. Because this is right, our solution is x equals 0.